Okay, diagram 6 shows a flow chart for the observation of ethanol to a few compounds. Okay, so you see, right? Here, this is Form 5, Chapter 2, essay. We should let come an essay, actually. So let's analyze this kind of flow chart with analyze. Okay, analyze. Ethanol, the formula is it means 2 carbon, ETH means 2 carbon, C2H5OH, because the general formula is CnH2n plus 1 OH. You substitute n equals 2 inside because if means 2 carbon. So, and then add porcelain chips. If you see add porcelain chips, this is the catalyst actually. This is the catalyst for the reaction. This is minus water. It's called dehydration. If C2H5OH minus water means minus 1H minus 1OH. Then you will left C2H4, which is ethene. Compound P is ethene. Okay. Then ethene, add hydrogen. Add hydrogen is called hydrogenation with platinum and 180 degrees Celsius. It can be platinum, it can be nickel. Okay. So to add hydrogen become C2H4 plus H2, you get C2H6. This is E10. Okay, so I show you the first equation. First equation is C2H5OH becomes C2H4 plus H2. Okay, second is C2H4 plus H2. You will get C2H6. Third, now react with this oxidizing agent. This oxidizing agent is called acidified potassium dichromate 6 solution. This is K2Cr2O7. Originally is what color? This is an oxidizing agent. Originally is orange. Orange color. Orange. Purple one is KMNO4. Many students got trapped. Okay. So, yeah. Purple one is acidified potassium manganate 7 solution. This is acidified potassium dichromate 6 solution. Okay. This is from orange. After that, turn to get the ion is dichromate ion, turn to Cr3 plus. This become green color. So the observation is orange. Orange solution turns green. This is undergo oxidation. Okay. If ethanol undergo oxidation, then it become ethanoic acid. Okay. Which is CH3COOH. This is ethanoic acid. Okay. The equation is C2H5OH plus square bracket O. Then you will get CH3COOH plus H2O. Okay. Meaning of hydrocarbon? Can you say compounds that contain carbon and hydrogen only. Carbon and hydrogen only. Now this one, identify compound PQR, state the homologous series, and draw structure formula. See, 9 marks. Okay, so easy in your hand. Okay, if you know how to analyze. Okay, so I draw the table here. Okay, I draw the table here. Or maybe I draw another one. Okay, I find I do here. Okay, so B. Let's quickly do this. Okay, I draw a bit messy because don't want to take so much time already. Okay, so P, Q, R, Okay, so the compounds, the homologous series. You have to know, sometimes they ask, when they ask for homologous series, what do you write? When they ask for functional group, what do you write? Okay, normally functional group, you write like carbon-carbon double bond. The OH is hydroxyl, like for alcohol. For acid, it's like carboxyl, right? Homologous series straight away, right? Okay, the compound for P is ethene. Or you can just write C2H4. Same thing. Q is ethane. A and E, or you can write C2H6. R is ethanoic acid. CH3COOH. Homologous series, right? P is alkene. Q is alkane. R is carboxylic acid. Then the structure formula, how to draw? Just follow the formula. Okay. But remember, alkene got double carbon-carbon, double bond. Alkane got carbon-carbon, single bond with 6 hydrogens. Ethanoic acid, you draw the CH3 first. CH3. Then you draw the COOH group. So C double bond OH. Okay. 9 marks already. C. Wait, what do they ask? Write the chemical equation for reaction 2. I showed already. So C, first point, C2H4 plus H2 becomes C2H6. Another 3 mark. Then they ask you to, if 480 cm3 of compound P is used, which one is compound P? Compound P is ethene, C2H4. So 480 cm3, okay, write down the information. 480 cm3 of ethene. Calculate the volume of compound Q produced. Compound Q is E10. So volume, how much? V equals to question mark. So again, the 3 steps, right? So the point 2 is find the number of mole of C2H4, which is, and they give you molar volume how many? Molar volume 24. So you use the formula, uh, number of mole equals to volume over molar volume. So you straight away use 480. Don't forget they give you in cm cube. Okay, they give you in cm cube, which means you divide 1000 to change to dm cube. Then you divide the molar volume 24. Then I think you get 0.02 molar. First part. Third part, mole ratio, 1 mole to 1 mole. Okay, very simple. 1 mole C2H4 produce 1 mole C2H6. Okay, if I put 0.02, same. Again, the same thing. Okay, and then use this mode to find volume. Again, you just multiply back the molar volume, right? Because number of mole multiplied molar volume, you will get volume. Zero point 0.4 is just volume of C2H6. Just use 0.02 multiply 24, you will get 0.48 dm cube. Or want to change to cm cube means 480 cm cube. If you can keep as dm cube, you can change to cm cube also can. Okay, another easy formats, right? Okay, donkey. What they ask? Donkey, they ask, ethanol can be converted into compound R through reaction 3. I told you just now, right? Ethanol is the theory of the red wine. If you throw your red wine, you let the air to enter, then you become sour, become acid. Or in this case, if they want to get faster, you add oxidizing agent. Okay, so they ask, state the type of reaction. This is oxidation, 1 mark. State the method that is used in the conversion, and state the color changes of acidified potassium dichromate 6 solution. So type of reaction first. So third one is the donkey is talking about reaction 3. Okay, point 1 is oxidation. Second point, you can say heat under do I have to heat? Actually, no need to heat. Okay. Second, you just say reflux. By using Liebig condenser. You know, right? There's a Liebig condenser because alcohol easily to get evaporated. It's a volatile substance. So you have to use this reflux method so that make sure your alcohol won't get easily vaporized. Yeah. Okay. Then the third one, the color change, right? Orange solution turns green. Turns to green. At the 0.4 and the 0.5, okay, draw and label for reaction 2 lah. Reaction 1, sorry. Okay, so in reaction 1, they ask you to draw an apparatus setup for the conversion of ethanol to compound P through reaction 1. This one, they ask you to draw the dehydration setup. Very common question. They ask you to draw the dehydration setup. Okay, so with labeling, with labeling. So remember this part. You got the boiling tube. Okay, inside contain your glass wool. First of all, inside contain glass wool soaked with ethanol. And then you got your porcelain chips in the middle. Your porcelain chips. You have to heat your porcelain chips. This is the porcelain chips. It's a catalyst. Okay. Then you, yeah, this is the retort stand. Climb to retort stand. Okay. Then you close with the stopper. The stopper is with the delivery tube. Okay, then you connect the delivery tube. We should immerse in the beaker full filled with water. And inside also contain another tube. Okay, another tube. Okay, inside contain water lah. Okay, this part is water. Water. This is water. And then the ethene gas is here. The ethene gas will just float on top. Okay. 2 marks we leveling. Later I'll show you the better diagram. Okay. This is the idea.
Teacher, Form 5, is this Form 5 Chapter 3 or Form 4 Chapter 7?
This is Form 5 Chapter 2.
Oh, Form 5 Chapter 2, okay.
Yeah. Organic chemistry. Okay. Question time. Done question time. Later I send answer. No worry. Okay. If you're too slow, then send answer. Oh, okay, okay. I scared you. Oh, I want to sleep already. Oh, why so late one? Oh, right? What is sleep? Define. Close your eyes and went into another world. Yeah, tomorrow also got school, right? Sleep. But normally, yes, I also sleep in school normally. I used to. I used to. Okay. Okay. Question 10. This is Form 5, Chapter 3. You notice 2021, experience 2021 all the essays are Form 5. Okay. So diagram 7 shows 2 sets of experiment carried out by a student to investigate the heat of precipitation of copper 2 carbonate and substance 1. So this question, okay, so you got 2 sets of experiment. Experiment 1, notice they use copper 2 sulfate at X carbonate, okay, to get highest temperature reach, which here contain copper 2 carbonate. Okay, so you see, temperature initial is 29, highest is 33. What does it tell you? What reaction is this? Yes, temperature increase. This is exothermic. Okay, heat is released to the surrounding. Okay, so we have to get this kind of information right. And also, don't forget, later on, if you draw they ask you to draw the energy level diagram. Total energy content of reactant is higher than total energy content of product. Delta H in your calculation, don't forget to put negative. Yes, this kind of minor thing. Okay. And then the second part. No, I forgot to tell you. What is X then? What is X carbonate? Now, this one is a little bit related to preparation of salt. Okay. So copper carbonate obviously is insoluble. Okay. So that's why you use span, yes. Okay. Insoluble salt, you always use span, use soluble salt. You always use span method. So the first reaction, you must be when you don't have copper to nitrate, but it's not only copper to nitrate soluble. It can be copper to chloride, it can be copper to sulfate. So in this case, this guy uses copper to sulfate, right? copper 2 sulfate. The second one is you can use sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, or ammonium carbonate, also acceptable. Okay, so yes, let's say normally I choose a simple one. I choose sodium carbonate. Okay, the Na2CO3. Let's say I choose Na2CO3. Best lah, simple. Okay, so next one. So it means in this case, the equation is copper 2 sulfate react with Na2CO3. I will get my precipitate and sodium sulfate. Let me ask you, copper 2 carbonate is what color? What is the color of precipitate? I think they do ask. They do ask, okay, the color of copper 2 carbonate form. Anyone? What is the color of CuCO3? White is wrong. White is wrong. So answer is green.
Yellow.
No, the answer is green. Okay. So CuCO3 is green color. Yeah. So you lost one mark there. Okay. So in this case, okay. Yes, state the definition. Before that, set two. Set two, temperature, what happened? Initial to lowest temperature. So what reaction is this? Endothermic, because temperature decreases, temperature of reaction decreases. Okay, and then heat is absorbed from the surrounding. The total energy of reactant is lower than product. Delta H is positive because absorb heat. Right? Release heat, delta H negative. Release heat don't want heat, minus heat. Absorb heat means you want heat. Reactant want the heat. Need the heat, need to absorb the heat. So it's like plus. So yeah, this one is sodium carbonate react with magnesium nitrate. What is white? When these two react to form which one is white? Yes, the Mg2 plus attract the CO3 2 minus. So to form MgCO3, which is the now white, that is white precipitate, which is MgCO3. The water contain NaNO3. Not important. Okay, important is white. So next one. Yeah. So we analyze again. Okay, definition of precipitation, heat of precipitation, and the color of copper 2 carbonate. So we're talking about copper 2 carbonate, is it? Obviously. They want the meaning and they want the color for copper 2 carbonate. So I can write heat. Obviously, the copper 2 carbonate is the heat released. Okay, heat release when 1 mole of copper 2 carbonate precipitate is formed from its ion in an aqueous solution. Sometimes meaning to that's annoying. Okay. Then the second point is green color. Exam, of course, you can choose one. You can choose question 9 or question 10 only, right? Yeah. So whichever you feel easy. Okay. So suggest X carbonate solution and why lah? Okay, this is what I told you, right? The X one is X carbonates. X carbonate solution is sodium carbonate. You can say potassium carbonate, you can say ammonium carbonate. Same thing, right? I'll just choose one. Second, what is Y? Y is magnesium carbonate. Calculate the heat of precipitation for the reaction in set 1 and set 2, 6 months. It means each set got 3 marks. Okay, for the delta H. To find a delta H, right? Delta H equals to Q per mole. You know what? So you got 3 sets, okay? Because you got Q equals to mc theta, you got mole equals to mv of 1000. So you got 6. Each set got 3 marks, okay? So yeah, I do here, okay? 10B. Not 10B, 10A3. Okay. So point 1. Okay, I do about set 1 first. Set 1. So point 1 is heat release Q equals to mc theta. M is mass of water. Mass of water is mass of water is 100 plus 100. 100 mixed with 100. 100 plus 100. C, you know, is already fixed in chemistry. Specific heat capacity 4.2. Data, temperature change 33 minus 29. 3360 joule. Am I right? Second point, find the number of mole, okay, equals to mv over 1000. So molarity is 0, same thing, both same. Molarity is 0.1, volume 100. So just use 0.1 multiply 100. Quite easy one actually. So 0.1 multiply 100 divide 1000. So you get 0.01 mole, right? Third, find the heat of precipitation. Delta H is Q divided by mole. So Q is 3360 joule. Mole is 0.01. You will get negative, don't forget, delta H is negative, negative 336,000 joule mole negative 1. Negative because I told you, right? You have to show the symbol for heat released for isotopic. Then you have to shorten to kilo. Means you change this 30 become kilo, become negative 336 kilojoule per mole. Got 3 mark. Quite easy one actually. Then set 2, same thing. Set 2.4. Okay, heat release, another one. Q equals to mc star, but easier than 9. Kind of true, kind of agree. And if you're really tired, then if you feel, if you cannot tahan, cannot continue, then you rest up. And then later on, you can watch back the video. Okay, if you really cannot, don't force. Yeah, if you can, then continue. Okay, so yeah, then m is 100 plus 100. C is 4.2. Theta is 29 minus 26. 2520 joule. And then 0.5 number of mole. Yeah. Okay, no worry, no worry. If you feel sleepy, then no worry. Too tired, then no worry. Yeah. You can just watch the remaining on YouTube. Yeah. Number of mole, okay, equals to mv of 1000. Same thing, right? Is 0.1 times the same thing, right? 0.1 times 100 divide 1000. You will get 0.01 mole again. 0.6. 0.6 is same thing like heat of precipitation. Delta H equals to Q divided by mole. Q is 2520 joule. Mole is 0.01 mole. And this one is endo. Set 2 is endo. So the sign is positive sign. Positive 252,000 joule mole negative 1. And then final answer is positive 252 kilojoule per mole. Yeah, 6 marks. Yes. Yeah, correct. Am I right? This paper don't have polymer. Yes. 2021 didn't come out any polymer. Yes. Yeah. Zero polymer question. Polymer is not a very, very popular topic. Okay. Sometimes it can come out essay, sometimes still. Yeah, but sometimes it can be zero. Yeah. But for sure, it must have one question be don't have one. One chapter there's don't have. Because if we don't count form 4 chapter 1, we got 12 chapters, form 5. So of course there's one chapter that's missing. Sometimes. They will include sometimes. But sometimes it can include all 12 if they come out mixed question. Yeah, this one. Fourth, okay. Fourth is state the type of reaction that occur. Or this one, another 3 mark. Exo, endo. Compare the difference in the type of reaction in terms of change in temperature. Okay. The type of reaction 2 mark. Change in temperature 2 mark. Difference in energy content of reactant and product 2 mark. Energy changes during bond breaking and bond formation, another 2 mark. And draw the energy level diagram, another 2 mark. So total got actually 10 marks. Okay, but I think some of it, there's one part they skip. Okay. So there's one part they skip. Actually, it means maybe some like this, the simple one. The simple one maybe only contain 1 mark. Maybe only contain 1 mark. Which is possible. Okay. Which is possible. For most contain 1 mark, 1 mark. The last one contain 2 marks actually. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 7. Okay, correct. Okay. So let me compare lah. Okay. I think I don't have much space, but I tell you lah. Later I send answer lah. Okay. So or maybe I just add another page. I add another page, huh? Okay. So compare. Yeah, I think I should do earlier. I should do at 7 o'clock. So it's too late. This one. Or maybe I should separate. Yeah. Essay question let's separate with structure. But I think essay question don't take much time. So it depends, right? Okay, so if you feel like too long already, set one, set two, set one, exothermic reaction. Compare normally you draw table. Okay. Set two, endothermic reaction. This one mark. Then another mark is temperature of reaction increases. Yeah, I know some of you sleep very late, right? So yeah, temperature of reaction increases, temperature of reaction decreases. I think I confirm I can do this every week. Okay, I also retire. Okay, maybe 1 month, 1 month once, 1 month once. Like the SPA paper I do. The try paper, all you can do yourself. I see try paper very easy one, easy question. So yeah, and then third point. Okay, I think I have that better. The energy content one. Total energy content of reactants is higher than the total energy content of products. Right. Then another one is quite similar. You just change few words. Then you just change the higher to lower. Let me choose the green color. Good. Hmm? Why my screen cannot move already? Oh no. Yeah. Let me stop share first. So laggy, I don't know why. But wait, don't know what's happening. Okay. Change color. Okay. Okay. You use the okay. Another one is the very long sentence, right? Not very long, but yeah, takes time. So this part is heat, heat energy released during formation of bond is higher than heat energy absorbed during breaking of bond. Just like this. This one I explained in the physics class already. Okay. So yeah, I literally call people out. I explain this part. Yeah. Okay. Why my iPad keep lagging? So funny. Oh no. Is it Wi-Fi lag or iPad lag? I don't know. I think it's Wi-Fi. Hey, Wi-Fi is so terrible. It's frustrating. Eh, wait. Sorry. Damn, not working. Okay. Can. You're not lagging. Yeah. When I talk, I'm not lagging, but my iPad is so laggy. iPad is so laggy. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate, then you just say lower than. You change to lower than. Yeah. Yeah, my iPad is so laggy, you know why? So laggy. It's like the go back to the 2G Wi-Fi. Okay. It's like going back 2G Wi-Fi. That kind of line. The kind of that will make you throw the phone. Okay. Yeah, like old phone when you use for 5 years. It's tired, I think. No, from the beginning, same. Okay. Yeah. From the beginning, it's same. Don't know why. Okay. And the energy diagram, energy level diagram, set one y-axis energy, reactant more than product. Reactant is copper 2 sulfate. Answer scheme got a bit wrong. So funny. So sodium carbonate, you will get copper 2 carbonate and sodium sulfate. Then the delta H is negative, just like I calculated, right? Negative 336 kilojoule per mole. Set one. Set two. Again, same thing. Energy y-axis. But this one you start from bottom, increases, absorb heat energy. So this is, they ask what? They only ask set 1 or set 2. Oh, you can just choose one actually. Let's say you want to save time, just choose one. Or, right? Okay, or means you choose one. Yeah. You can also draw this one. Sodium carbonate react with magnesium nitrate to form magnesium carbonate and sodium nitrate. Yeah, I think I will do it evening better. I mean, in like 3 o'clock better. Yeah, too late at it. So delta H equals to positive 252 kilojoule per mole. Okay, choose one to write. The first one is exo, second one is endo. If you read again, if I mention, if you're really tired, then you can sleep first. Okay. If you're still like you feel like you are pro, then you can continue. And there's another part. Okay, another part. Okay. B. This one is heat of neutralization. Okay. So which contain acid P and acid Q, both using strong alkaline, which is sodium hydroxide solution. But if they use acid P, heat of neutralization is 57.5. If they use acid Q, heat of neutralization got 3 lesser. Okay, got 3 kilojoule missing. So they ask why there's a difference, 3 months between set 1 and set 2. So what can you say? Okay, so you can say, okay, what's the first point? Set 1 uses, yes, if the heat of neutralization is higher, uses strong acid, you tell them. Then acid Q is weak acid because acid Q cannot ionize, right? Yeah, cannot ionize. So, not say cannot, but they ionize only a little bit, ionize partially yet. So a lot of them haven't turned to ion yet. So you have to reabsorb some of the heat energy to reionize the ions. I mean, reionize the molecule. Set 1 uses strong acid, while set 2 uses weak acid. Then you can say acid P ionizes completely in water to produce high concentration of hydrogen ion. Whereas acid Q ionizes partially in water to produce low concentration of hydrogen ions. So don't have enough H plus to react with alkaline, to react with OH minus, because neutralization is between H plus and OH minus. But in this case, weak acid does not produce enough H plus. So it's fine. In set 2, In step 2, acid Q. In step 2, some of the heat energy is reabsorbed and used to completely ionize acid Q in water. Yeah. This is the B, 10B. 3 months. It's a bit similar to the Form 4 Chapter 6. I didn't expect to be this late, but next time I will do earlier. Okay. It means paper 2 I cannot do at night. Especially Sunday night, not suitable. Normally humans sleep good. Normally students, young adults sleep at 10 or 11 o'clock. Yeah, young adult. Yeah. Yeah. Better. If you sleep late, normally your lifespan will be shorter. Okay, shorter and shorter. Okay, so yeah, and then in this case, okay, 11A. Okay, 11 is Form 5 Chapter 1. This one is the displacement of metal. It means a more electropositive metal will displace a less electropositive metal. So example, they put metal X with Y nitrate, with colorless Y nitrate. After that, you will get gray solid deposited and blue color X nitrate. It means what happens is when X react with YNO3, you will get X nitrate and metal Y produce. Okay. What is blue color solution? What is X actually? Which solution is always blue? What ion? Here the no blue is Cu2 plus. Okay, Fe2 plus is green. Okay, Cu2 plus. Okay, so it means in this case it's copper 2 natural. It means you add copper into something nitrate. Okay, copper, it means in this case, copper displace this metal. Copper can displace what metal? Silver. Yes, below copper is silver. Okay, so yes, no, the answer is silver for Y. Okay, Y silver. So it means your gray solid is silver. Your blue solution is produces copper 2 nitrate. Redox reaction meaning chemical reaction which involve okay which involves oxidation and reduction reaction occurs simultaneously. It means happening at the same time. simultaneously. Based on diagram A.1, state metal X and Y nitrate solution. Okay, so basically, point one can be point one is copper, X is copper. Point two, Y nitrate is silver nitrate. Or you can write AgNO3, nothing wrong. Third point, write the equation. Okay, I mean third and fourth lah, balancing it. So copper plus AgNO3, you will get copper 2 nitrates and silver. This one has balance because you got bracket 2. So times 2 for AgNO3, times 2 for silver. Okay. 4 marks in hand. This one is the displacement of halogen for B. Okay. So here you got here you got 3 sets of experiment. So but sorry, there's an error of this question. Okay. So for the third experiment, you change the bromide to iodide. In Malay, change to iodide. In English, change to potassium iodide solution. Okay. And then they ask, based on diagram 8.2, identify halogen X, Y, Z. Okay, what is X? Now, this one is the displacement of halogen. Okay. So normally the reaction, the reactivity of halogen is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So normally, it means normally we don't use fluorine. Fluorine too reactive. Normally it's between chlorine, bromine, iodine. It means chlorine can displace bromine. Chlorine can displace bromine, iodine. Bromine can displace iodine. So example lah. Okay, what is X2? When X2 drop into KBr, you will get brown layer. Now, brown layer means, okay. Now, if here, okay, they didn't tell you which direction. Now, you see, KBr, when you got brown layer means, normally brown layer, for when they add 111 trichloroethene, this is the organic solvent. Now, you got two layers. One layer is the aqueous, which is the water layer. I'll show you the part. Okay, actually it's like this. Okay, if you got chlorine, okay, color got two. Color you got color of water layer, color of 111 trichloroethene, the organic solvent. You got two layers. Okay, so if it's chlorine, you will get like both. You get like let me see, both you get like yellow, that like pale yellow. Okay, like pale yellow. If it is, I mean for water one, you get pale yellow. Bromine, both you get brown and brown. Iodine, you get brown for water layer and purple layer for 111 trichloroethene. You get purple layer. So, but this one you will get only brown layer. Okay, normally the bottom one, no, bottom part, this part, they are talking about the one tricolor color. Okay, so it means inside cannot have iodine, also cannot have chlorine. Okay, cannot have chlorine, cannot have iodine. It means do you think it's possible to add iodine? No lah. Okay, so it cannot be iodine because if you add iodine, iodine cannot displace bromine. Okay, so it means iodine will remain here, right? You will get purple, right? But if you didn't get purple means this is not iodine. Okay, but of course, takkan KBr you add bromine doesn't make sense. Okay, it won't add to itself. Okay, of course it will not react to itself. So it cannot be bromine, it cannot be iodine. It only can be chlorine. So the first one, X is chlorine. I can say Cl2. Okay, it means the equation goes like this. For the set one, Cl2 plus KBr can get KCl plus Br2 and balancing equation. Okay, chlorine can displace Br, can rampas the K away. Okay, can rampas the K away. Second part, Y2 drop into KBr also, but this time got purple layer. What does it tell you? It means inside got iodine. Inside got iodine. It means I must get the result of iodine, is it? Okay. It means Y should be iodine. Okay, again, why cannot add bromine? Cannot. Okay. Takkan bromine add KBr? Doesn't make sense. So it cannot be chlorine also, right? Just now, the chlorine is already for the first result, right? So if you add chlorine, you will get brown layer. So it can only be the iodine, right? Which if iodine react with KBr, no reaction. Iodine remains inside. Okay, so yeah, it's set two. So set two is set two. The Y is iodine. Then set three. Set three is potassium iodide. Ki. Z2 added into Ki, you will get another purple layer. Okay, another purple layer. It means again, okay. Z2 it can be two answers actually, right? Z2 can be two answers. Yeah. So Z2 it can be chlorine or bromine actually. Yeah, it can be chlorine or bromine. Okay. So yeah, but here highlight bromine. Okay. So actually can be iodine. Okay. So it can be chlorine or bromine actually. So I choose bromine. Since I already choose the first one, I choose chlorine. So the Z2 I choose, of course, it means we are talking about chlorine is X, right? X2. That's why Br2 then I put Z2. Okay. So bromine react with Ki. Bromine rampas K away, become KBr and I2. Then again, you will get I2 at the end. Okay. So you also got player. So Z is bromine Br2. Choose two experiments which redox reaction occur. Okay. So first point, second point, third point, fourth point is experiment. Which one? First and third. 1 and 3. Experiment 1 and experiment 3. Okay, 4 point. Write the oxidation half equation and reduction half equation from one of the experiment that you have chosen. Okay, so let's say like I choose the first one for P5. Okay, I choose the first one. So I choose set 1. If I choose set 1, then what is the oxidation? Which one undergo oxidation? Oxidation means oxidation means the oxidation number increase. Which one have oxidation number increase? -1 to Br is Br negative. So Br2 is 0. So -1 to 0, the oxidation number increase. That is oxidation. Okay? So it means Br minus become Br2 by donating electrons. Right? Oxidation is always also donating electrons. Okay, then you balance the equation. We got 2Br multiply 2 for Br minus multiply 2 for electron. Then P6 for reduction. Reduction is the 0, chlorine 0 decreases the oxidation number to -1. Okay, this is decrease in oxidation number. This one undergo reduction. Okay, so it means Cl2 receive electron becomes Cl minus. Balance multiply 2 multiply 2. Sorry, this one is P6, P7. And this one is P4 and P5. P4, P5, X1 and 3. Or, set 2. I mean set 3. If you choose set 3, set 3 is which one undergo oxidation? The I minus become I2. Because again, increase in oxidation number. So I minus become I2, donate electron. Multiply 2, multiply 2. Reduction 0 to -1. This one is decrease in oxidation number. This is reduction. So Br2 plus electron become Br minus. Again, balance. I choose one only. Exam, you choose one. You choose set 1 or you can choose set 3 also. I should write here experiment. Okay. I think 11:30 can finish. Okay, I'm so sorry if I'll be late. Okay. Yeah, then C diagram 8.3 shows two methods that can be used to protect the hull of ships from corroding. Okay, so it's like ship. Method 1, paint lah. Okay, paint like your house, okay, like your wall, like your gate, iron gate can paint, okay, with a lot of like green color, whatever lah. Okay. Then method two, add zinc block into the ship. Okay. So you are assigned to evaluate which method is more suitable to protect the hull of ship from corroding. State your choice and justify. 2 marks only. Okay. So which method? Actually, justify means normally you can choose method one or method two lah. Okay. So I can say, let's say if I choose method one, which is painted ship's hull. Why? Okay. So because you can say paint act as a protective layer. Okay. To prevent water and air from contacting with iron. Also can. Okay. Yeah. Normal application lah. You learn in primary school lah, right? The paint can act as a protective layer. Like the paint can block, the air cannot go through. Okay. Or method two, well, of course, paint is not the best for the chips because it cannot see water, right? But that's why if you scared, then you choose method two, which is you add zinc block. Why? Okay, zinc, you can just say that zinc is more electropositive metal. Okay. Zinc is more electropositive than iron. Zinc is oxidized, okay, and acts as a sacrificial metal. Yeah, it means when zinc connect with iron, zinc is the one that get rusted, becomes Zn2 plus first. Instead of Fe become Fe plus. Zn will become Zn2 plus first if they connect with each other. Okay. You can choose either one. Again, you can choose either one. Diagram 8.4 shows an oil bicycle which is unable to move due to rusty chain. They told you this bicycle, a lot of rust stuff, a lot of brown color rust. Okay, so they ask you to suggest and explain way to overcome the problem so that the bicycle can be used again. So in this case, okay, suggest and explain way to overcome. 6 marks means 3 suggestion plus 3 explanation. Okay, so yeah, in this case, use oil. Yeah, true lah. Okay, no, yeah, true. Wait, so how can you suggest? How can you make the bicycle to be more beautiful again? No more rust. For me, actually for me, very new one. Okay, but no lah, okay, no lah. So if I poor, then for poor people, I cannot afford, right? Then they use again. Okay. So yeah, and then the suggestion and the explanation. Okay, so P1. Okay, you say Okay, so P1 is I can use, yes, one correct. You can clean you can use the sandpaper to scrub, okay? Scrub off the rust, clean the rusty chain with sandpaper, correct? So they can remove why is here to scrub? So they can remove the oxide layer. Because the reason iron rusted, because it exposed to oxygen. That's why, let's say this your iron, right? Uh, at the side, it got a lot of oxide. That's why iron rusted. To remove the oxide layer, this is 10D, at 11D. Or what can you do? Yes, this time you say spray some grease. Okay, you can say grease, you can say oil, okay, onto the chain. Okay, so that the bicycle can move smoothly. No more noisy sound, right? If normally if rusty chain, you also produce a lot of sound. You like this, okay? Then fifth, what can you do to make more beautiful? Painting, okay? So yeah, coated paint on the frame of the bicycle. Then six, why you have to paint? Just now you answer the question in C. To prevent iron from being in contact with water and air, right? Okay, so any question?